What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Crime Center. Today we're doing some reacting to a video that I found. Make sure you go and check out West Rulings. This is the video I'm reacting to. They're a good channel. They have plenty of content like this. So if you like to hear it without my commentary, that's the place to go. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Good morning, you're Jaden Simon, and this is 25 DCCR 1760. Mr. Simon's charged with aggravated robbery, and 25 DCCR 0918 charged with robbery. So the first one's aggravated robbery, second one is robbery, and what is the announcement?
He's rejecting the previous offer. It was 1 year. Hoping that he could go and agree to more.
This is the perfect example of somebody getting locked up and running into a bunch of jailhouse lawyers. They're probably telling him not to do it, to fight it, when in all reality, usually if they're offering you something, you should take it. If you've tried to get it lowered and they're not budging, you should take it. Because that means they're not going any lower. And if you go to court, it's going to be worse if you get found guilty.
Because he wants probation, I was going to the prosecutor saying that they will pay his trial to ask for 70% sentence.
So the offense dates are on two different dates. It looks like the first one was from June 12th of 2025, and then the second offense date from October 10th of 2025, which means if you're found guilty in both of those cases, it is possible the state would ask, and then it would be up to me whether or not I would run any sentences consecutive or concurrent, which means either stacked or not. So that would be up to me. It looks like you previously rejected, and this rejection might have been before. So it was 20 years in both, just to run concurrently, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So the offer is a 20-year sentence in each of your cases to run concurrently. You want to continue with that rejection and move forward with trial, is that correct?
This guy's tripping. So he has two different cases, because if they were at separate times, they're not running it as all as like 1 day or whatever. That's two separate cases. Basically, they're giving you 10 years per case. If you want to look at it like that, they're giving them 10 years per case. But altogether, they're just saying, plead guilty, we'll give you 20, and we'll run it together. So basically 10 and 10, right? He's saying no. If you're in jail and they have all this information to continue holding you in jail, that means they had enough proof to indict you. That means they have enough proof to prosecute you. So I could see this guy standing there looking like he's very confident or with some type of I don't care attitude. But if they're trying to run both of your cases concurrently and only give you 20 years, he should have took that. I can guarantee a bunch of people who are in jail with him are blowing his head up, putting that key in his back, winding him up, and letting him go do some crash dummy stuff. He's not going to get anywhere near that 20 once he goes to court. They have the proof to throw him away for a while. And they're trying to let him know, like, you don't take it, we're going to go and we want consecutive sentences. But one thing that the judge hates is you knowing that you're guilty, refusing a plea deal, and making everybody go to court like if something miraculous is going to happen and you're just going to get off scot-free. So the judge is probably going to follow that, what the prosecution wants, and he's going to end up doing way more than 20. It'd probably end up being 40 years or something. Like, I'm going to have to look into this because I really want to see what happens. It ain't going to be good.
Okay, we'll get it set on the trial docket. Mr. LeBlanc will begin preparation for trial. You can go back with the bailiff. Mr. Coleman, Mr. Adams is unable to be here this morning.
So just in case I didn't say it at the beginning, I can't remember if I did or not. These are all different little cases. So we're going to watch a couple of them. I'll comment on them, and then let's just see what the kind of stupid crap people are getting into.
And on John Lamel, so we'll reset John Lamel. All right, good morning, sir. You're Lenny Ledette, I'm sorry. And Mr. Ledette's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. And what is the announcement?
That's right. judge we're ready, subject to the case that has set in another county, and I can hopefully do about it.
All right, so I'm going to contact that county, kind of see where we stand. After this, I want to make sure we're all on the same page, because after today there won't be any plea negotiations or agreements. And it looks, has there been any new negotiations or?
Yes, Your Honor. Last week I filed a notice of enhancement using his prior to enhance if he's convicted of this offense, his punishment range would be that of a first degree. So at that time I made an offer from plea open to a second degree, just under the indictment count.
Right.
I believe that's been rejected.
I'm telling you right now, man, if these people are trying to give you a plea deal and you don't want to take it, you think you're smarter than what these other people who've done this their whole life are, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be very sad. That's how you see a lot of these people end up in prison with 30, 40, 50, 60 years. You're like, hey, how did that happen? I always hear about people getting plea deals. It's because they think they're smart and they're going to go and they're going to take it to court. I don't know what they're thinking. Like maybe they don't have enough evidence. You wouldn't be in jail if they didn't have enough evidence. They wouldn't take it this far if they didn't have enough evidence. And then somebody like this, who's already done this before, so they're going to enhance it, he's really about to be in trouble. And it's just funny how these guys stand there like they know what they're doing. I guarantee you their attorney told these people, like, look, man, you might want to take this. But they're too smart for their own good, huh?
And it looks like that prior that Mr. Nichols filed is regarding an aggravated robbery from September 27th of 1997. And so I'm sure Mr. LeBlanc has gone over with you, Mr. Ledette, that if you're found guilty in this case and that prior conviction is true, that would enhance your punishment to that of a first-degree felony, which is between 5 years and up to 99 years or life in prison. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And do you want to reject that and go forward with your trial?
Yes, sir.
All right, I am going to number this case the number 1 case. It's obviously the oldest.
Well, he's playing with high stakes on this one, up to life in prison. The last, like right before you got locked up in jail, that could have been the last time you ever see them streets again, buddy. Should have just took whatever plea it was and got that over with.
Mr. Ledette's in custody. It's time to get it moving. I will contact Judge Thomas and see how if we can work that out, and we'll let you know today between he and I and who kind of wins out on that one. Okay, so we'll do our best to get your case tried next week. All of who gets which attorney depends on the type of case, age of the case, if the defendant's in custody, and all kinds of things. So I'll talk to Judge Thomas and we'll get that figured out today. And well, if Judge Thomas wins, depending on age of case and type of case, then yes, there would have to be a reset because Mr. LeBlanc can only be in one court at a time. If I win, then we get them and we try your case next week. So we'll find that out today. I'll talk with Judge Thomas. I'll do the best I can. I'll want your case tried this next week as badly probably as anyone. It's one of the oldest on my docket, so it's time to get it taken care of, obviously. So I will do my best to get Mr. LeBlanc here next week, and we'll know that today. Okay? All right, go back with the bailiff. Good morning. You are...
I don't know how these people can play with their life like that, man. Like, you know, deep down, you messed up. You did something you weren't supposed to. And you know because you did that, there's consequences. You know you already have criminal history. You know prosecutors' entire job is to prosecute you. And then it looks like you have a court-appointed attorney who's not going to fight for you as hard as a paid attorney that likes to keep his reputation good. You're playing with your life with a lot of variables. And I don't know, man. I've seen so many people, because I've done time before. I was in there for 10 years. I've seen so many people in there with cases where if they would have just took a 5-year, 10-year, 15-year plea, they could have already been out 5, 10, 15 years ago. But they're still in there because they took it to court and they're doing 60 years. They're doing a life sentence. Just, I don't know. And I know a lot of these people regret ever taking it to court. It's just they're listening to people inside the county, these jailhouse lawyers tell them, oh, no, you got a good case. You need to take that to court. But those same people telling them that are over there taking them plea deals, going and doing their little 5-year sentence and going home. Don't listen to nobody in there, man. They're not attorneys. No matter how much they've studied, they're in the same place as you. They're in there for messing up. They just want to make money off you. That's all that is.
Our Judson Jermaine Bell.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Bell has 3 cases, 25 DCCR 0108, 0109, and 0110, all set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. And what is the announcement?
Right here. That's right.
And what is the intention with regard to, it looks like it's all the same offense date. What's the state's intention with regard to which case or all cases?
When we try the evading case.
Okay. All right, so that is 0109. I will number the case today after docket and let you know after lunch today. I do want to, it looks like there's been a plea bargain rejection on file for some time that was for a, so Mr. Bell, if found guilty, we've gone over this before, you would be considered a habitual offender because of your prior criminal convictions. The offer was for a 25-year term, which is the minimum for a habitual offender. And you have, again, every right to reject that and go forward with trial. Is that what you want to do? All right.
See, in cases like this, look how old he is. If he takes that 25 years, that could dang near be a life sentence. So you ain't got a choice. You could go ahead and play with that fire then, right? But man, evading, and because of what you've done in the past, you're a habitual offender, so now you're not getting any less than 25 years. That's sad, especially to see a guy at his age. You can see the grays on the side of his head, man. He looks old. Like, what are you doing still? I'm so glad that when I did my time, I used my last couple of years in there to fix my life. And life is so much better now. I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to do, doing these videos for fun, working. Life is so much better when you just act like a regular, normal citizen. Instead of trying to be whatever these people are trying to be, trying to look cool. You don't look cool. You're not cool. You don't get any cool points. You just look like an old man that can't take his mind out of the past. It's over. Start doing what you got to do. And you may never be able to get to do that again because you're going to be in prison for forever if you don't get it found not guilty.
Well,
I think the state had offered 20 in this case.
Had you, there might have been one that was off that maybe you didn't do a new
I think it was before the last trial docket. They dropped down to 20.
Okay, so anything other than the 20 today? All right, so it would be a 20-year offer if you wanted to take that. Okay, we'll get it set for, I'll number the case after docket and let Mr. West know. Thank you.
He has a conviction.
20 years at his age, if he goes in there and he's still acting like some young, dumb dude, then it's like a life sentence. But if he takes that 20 and he goes in there and keeps his nose clean, does what he's supposed to do, he could be out in 10 years. Let's just say he's like 55 right now. He'll get out at 65. That's better than dying in there. But I highly doubt that he has a good chance of going to court and getting anything less or being found not guilty. Otherwise, he wouldn't be there. So he didn't take it. So I'm going to look up all these people and see if we can follow their cases and see exactly what happened. So that way I could give you all an update.
There's 2. There's an assault to 3rd degree from September 11th of 2019 in the indictment. And then a prior one, attempted robbery, 3rd degree, March 28, 2013.
I was looking at the unlawful possession of a firearm indictment. I don't know. Both of those are priors were included in that. No, it's not. It's not, Judge. It's just as one of them in that case.
But if there are 2, you would file that notice.
Right.
So it would be considered habitual, correct? Okay.
If it's lower.
Okay. All right, so are you Kendrick O'Neill?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. O'Neill, in cause number 25 DCCR 1776, you are charged with evading arrest or detention with previous conviction, and that's from August 31st of 2025. That shows that you were previously convicted of evading arrest or detention July 22nd of 2011. So that's what makes it a state jail felony. Then the indictment further alleges you were convicted of attempted robbery, a 3rd degree felony, March 28th of 2013, and after that was final, you were convicted of assault, a third-degree felony, September 11th of 2019. And so what that means in that case is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty, and those prior convictions are true, the range of punishment would be enhanced to a second-degree felony, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years. Do you understand? And then, in cause number 25 DCCR 1777, you're charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by felon, and that is from August 31st of 2025. That indictment alleges one prior felony conviction, the one from 2019, but the state can file, and I anticipate they would file, a notice of enhancement because that 2013 was left off of that indictment. And so what it means in that case is if you're found guilty and if those prior convictions are true, you would be considered a habitual offender with a minimum punishment of 25 years in prison, up to 99 years for the rest of your life. Do you understand? And then finally, in cause number 25 DCCR 1778, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of deadly conduct, discharging a firearm from that same date of August 31st of 2025. It does allege those two prior felony convictions. Again, what that means, if you're found guilty and if those prior convictions are true, you would be considered a habitual offender in that case also, with a minimum punishment of 25 years up to 99 years or life in prison. Do you understand? In all of those cases, I have here on this tablet a plea bargain rejection in each case that you've signed with Mr. Parker that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer, if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty in your cases, to go on, probably it looks like counts 1 and 2 for a 15-year term instead of that habitual. And so in 2 of the cases, a 15-year term, and then
There's 15 on all, concurrent on all of them, Judge. Yeah, because it's state jail.
Oh, I opened the wrong one. Sorry. Well, we don't need to do that.
That's my next one.
Sorry. Okay, so 15 years in all 3 cases that would run concurrently, which means together at the same time. Do you understand what the state has offered you? And so you have every right to reject that offer and have all 3 of your cases set for trial. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are if you go to trial, what your options are if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty in your cases. Do you understand all of that? And do you want to reject those offers and have your cases set for trial?
This guy, if he rejects this plea deal, he is as stupid as he looks standing there. Something about the way he's holding his head up, like he thinks he's holding his head high, and he looks dumb. He looks like he's half retarded. You're gonna go to court, they're gonna put you under 2 habituals. That's 25 starting on each one. So that's already 50 years minimum. Not even including your other case, the state jail one that you got. And that's if they only give you the minimum, which they're probably not, because you were so stupid enough to reject 15 years for all 3. First one, state jail. Second one, habitual, at least 25. Third one, habitual, at least 25. That means you're getting at least 50. When you can plead guilty right now and do 15 years, all the time you've already been in jail is going to count toward that sentence. You're only going to do maybe 7.5 years before you go home, do the other 7.5 on probation. Oh, bro, jail is full of stupid people. And that's why you see so many idiots end up in prison for the rest of their life, because they think that they're smarter than everybody else. They have a trick under their sleeve. They're going to court, rejecting things like this with a stupid court-appointed attorney that is not really fighting for you. Jesus, somebody smack this dude and wake him up.
All right, we'll get that done. I do want to, is there any reason to believe that these offers would change?
Not at all, Judge.
So, Mr. O'Bill, I want to make sure you understand that after today, unless there is new evidence that is discovered by either your attorney or the state's attorney, I will not accept these plea agreements again. Once it's on the trial docket, it either goes to trial, you can plea open to the court, or to some different amount or negotiated punishment. Okay, so I will get your cases set for trial. Mr. O'Bill, Mr. Parker has been appointed to represent you. He's one of the attorneys who handles a lot of cases for me here as a court-appointed attorney. With your permission, I can release him and I can appoint a new attorney today who could begin preparation for trial a little quicker. Is that okay with you? Okay, so Mr. Parker, you're released. Mr. O'Bill, we will appoint someone today. They should be out to see you very soon to begin preparation for trial.
That's crazy. So not only did they take his court-appointed attorney who's familiar with this case away, they're going to throw somebody else on it so that way they can hurry up and fast-track him going to court so they can hurry up and just give him all this time and get rid of him. I guarantee you the whole time that judge was sitting there, she was thinking in her head, like, this is why so many of you idiots end up in prison for the rest of your life. That's why it's so full of stupid people. But we're going to go ahead and just do those right there. It was a little mixture of different kinds. Like I said, I'm going to go look up these people's names. I'm going to go back and see if I could get their name and everything. Look up so that way we can do an updated video on what actually happened, how much time they actually got, see if I was right or wrong in my opinions during this commentary. I want to thank everybody for coming and watching. I appreciate y'all like always. Don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and the notification bell so that way you can be notified when a new video comes out. Thank you, everybody, and until next time, like always, stay tuned.